The door swings open. Zhang strides in, purpose in every step. Opposite him stands Dylan Wang, hands in pockets, chin tilted upward, eyes sharp. The light plays off his face, casting a challenge. The tension crackles, Zhang's penetrating gaze versus Dylan's cool defiance. A storm is brewing, and the camera lingers on Zhang's eyes as he quietly but firmly repeats, "Stop lying to her." Scene 2. Words unspool. Dylan's lips curl into a smile, half amused, half defensive. "What lies are you referring to?" Zhang leans forward, voice restrained but potent, pretending intentions that only hide a deeper heart. His words are a proclamation and a wound. Bai Lu, seated between them, fidgets with a glass of wine, her composure afloat on this electric current. Her breathing is subtle, but every inch of her posture screams anticipation. Scene 3. Flashbacks in motion. The scene flickers, flashbacks, Dylan laughing with Bai Lu on set, sharing insider jokes, Bai Lu's laughter echoing under warm lights. Then, paparazzi snapshots, late-night whispers, a whispered goodbye, a pressed holding between takes. The montage crescendos back into the tense room. Scene 4. The confrontation unfolds. In public, you're perfect. Charming. But in private, Zhang's voice drops to a whisper. In private, I see her looking for something real. Dylan's voice steady. I gave her moments. Isn't that real enough? The air shifts. Bai Lu rises. Her voice shakes, soft, resonant. I need clarity. I deserve honesty, not games. Scene 5. Atmospheres collide. The penthouse lights dim. Shadows deepen. The three are framed in tense chiaroscuro, light and dark colliding as each holds their ground. Zhang's eyes soften, even as resolve steadies his frame. She deserves the truth. A long pause. Dylan's facade cracks. The sleek barrier falls. The air pulses. Scene 6. The final unraveling. Dylan lets out a breath. All I wanted was to protect her from rumors. I didn't want the scrutiny. Zhang interrupts, voice heavy. No more. Let the truth exist, even if it's messy. Let her choose. Silence blankets the trio. Outside, the city pulses. Lights blinking. Cars humming far below. Bai Lu opens her mouth, eyes glistening. The finality of Zhang's demand hangs between them. She steps forward, and the scene fades, unresolved, electric in its promise and pain. Epilogue, aftershock. That confrontation? It ripples. Fans, like those on Reddit, have long debated the dynamics. Dylan Wang plus Bai Lu, colleague vibes at best platonic. Or dismissive, yet others argue. Dylan and Bai Lu fit their role perfectly. The last few episodes are so steamy. Reddit. +1. Meanwhile, Zhang Linghe and Bai Lu's story of Cunning Palace sparked fervent speculation, and even glimpses of off-screen intimacy that fans devoured. That was actually legitimately truly hot. That's so true to real life. Reddit. Reflections. This imagined encounter captures the heart of fan intrigue, the love triangles, the whispered rumors, and the yearning for truth. It's raw. It's cinematic. And above all, it begs the question, when truth breaks, does connection survive? Stop lying to her. The confrontation. Extended scene. The room was far too quiet. No music. No ambient noise. Just the soft hum of the penthouse air conditioning and the heavy rhythm of Zhang Linghe's breathing as he stood face-to-face with Dylan Wang. A polished mahogany table separated them, but it might as well have been a chasm of fire. Zhang's voice cut through the silence, like a blade. Stop lying to her. Dylan didn't flinch. He merely tilted his head slightly, that trademark smirk tugging at the corner of his lips, the one that could melt fan hearts in seconds. But tonight, it had no charm. It was a shield. She didn't ask for your protection, Zhang continued, stepping forward. His jaw was clenched, fists twitching at his sides. She asked for honesty. Something you stopped giving her the moment the cameras stopped rolling. Dylan let out a short laugh.
Cold.
Flat. You think you know everything?
About me.
About her? I know enough, Zhang snapped. I know that when she smiles at you, there's hesitation. I know that she waited for messages that never came. I know, he paused, that the lies you wrapped in silence hurt more than the ones that were spoken. Scene flashback. 2 weeks earlier. Rain had fallen softly over the city that night. Bai Lu sat in a corner booth at a quiet rooftop lounge, her eyes darting to the entrance every 5 minutes. The hostess had already refilled her tea twice. Dylan was supposed to meet her. It was meant to be a talk, she had told her manager. A chance to clear the air after the press photos, the subtle flirts on set, the late-night script rehearsals that felt too intimate to be just work. He never showed. No call. No message. Just silence. She left without finishing her tea, the sting of rejection masked behind her umbrella. Back to the penthouse, present day. You think a man like me doesn't get watched? Dylan said now, his tone edged with sarcasm. Every move I make is on Weibo within seconds. If I gave her anything real, they'd ruin her. Zhang scoffed. So, instead, you give her confusion? The air between them was tense, charged like the moment before lightning splits the sky. Bai Lu's not a pawn in your image strategy, Zhang said, voice rising. She's not a photo op. She's not a backdrop for your fake sincerity. He paused, heart racing. She's the woman you keep breaking because you're too much of a coward to let go or commit. Dylan's mask finally cracked. There was a flicker, something like regret, maybe shame, maybe fear, but it was gone in a blink. She knew what this was, he muttered. Zhang stepped forward again, voice lowered to a growl.
No. She thought she did.
Because you're good at pretending. Cut to Bai Lu's apartment earlier that night. She sat by the window, wrapped in a gray sweater that swallowed her small frame. Her phone screen lit up with a new message. Zhang Linghe. Zhang. I'm talking to him. Tonight. Zhang. No more of this. You deserve better. Her thumb hovered over the reply button. Then she set the phone down and stared into the night sky, blinking back the weight in her eyes. Back to the confrontation, the crescendo. You don't get it, do you? Zhang said, now circling the table, hands clasped tightly behind his back. She waits for you even when you don't ask her to. She defends you to people who call you careless. She still believes there's a reason behind all your silence. Dylan remained frozen. Zhang approached until only inches separated them. But I see what you are. I see the way you smile in interviews and flirt in group chats, and then disappear the moment she's alone with her thoughts. There was a beat.
A breath.
A visible unraveling. She won't wait forever, Zhang said finally, voice softer now. And when she stops, don't you dare blame her. Dylan looked away. His silence was the loudest sound in the room. Scene shift. A hidden past. Suddenly, we're inside Dylan's memory. A hidden meeting in an empty dressing room after a fan event 6 months ago. Bai Lu had leaned in close, fingers brushing his sleeve. Her eyes searched his. Do you feel it too? She had asked. Dylan's jaw tightened. He didn't respond. He kissed her on the forehead and walked away. In his mind, it was protection. But in her heart, it was abandonment. Return to the penthouse, the exit. Zhang looked at him one last time. If you ever cared for her, even for a second, tell her the truth. She deserves that much. He turned on his heel and walked out, his coat catching the air like the trailing edge of a storm cloud. Dylan remained still, alone. The sound of the door clicking shut echoed through the penthouse like a verdict. Final shot. Bai Lu's phone buzzes. A message flashes on her screen. Dylan, we need to talk. No more pretending. She reads it. Her fingers tremble slightly. Then she does something neither man expected. She turns off her phone. And for the first time in weeks, she breathes freely. So once again, from all of us at K-Romance Central, thank you for joining us on this journey. If this story touched your heart, if it made you believe in love again, or if you just want to stay updated on every twist in this breathtaking saga, backhand index pointing right, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification button for more juicy K-drama updates. Because this is K-Romance Central, and here, we don't just report stories. We bring the romance to life. sparkling heart.